So, back in Warzone, playing Dylan. Dylan's good. Dylan's a good guy. He's beaten Kirk. I don't know. I'm just here to have a good time and rap my boy Zenitsu and just relax. That's it.
Kaiser's a player I don't trust. He throws random shit out there, and it actually is for points. So, how do we prep against that? We don't. Honestly, we don't. Did my internet just cut? I think
Yes.
it cut. This is great timing. We're doing great things here. Bowman also cut out. This is like genius for all of us right now. But let me tell you this. You've beaten great players before. You're still trying to find your place in this league. Just go in there, take it one question at a time, and try to not get distracted by bars. Terrible. What do they call that other thing? Him and Boatman jarring back and forth. So just try.
I'll try.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Multiplex Movie Warzone. The word Cody Newberry was looking for was banter. Banter was the word he couldn't think of, and that's okay. We've got on the desk Mr. Andrew Sad Boy Barr. Barr, how are you feeling?
Sad.
That's fair. I think this is actually going to be a pretty interesting match. You know, I never get to talk about these. I always go to the co-host. I want to talk about this match. I think this is going to be an interesting match. You know, Dylan has had some high highs and some low lows. Kaiser's kind of, you know, came in later. Kaiser's been playing well. I think this has been pretty interesting. So we'll see how this goes. So we will bring in our competitors. So round one's going to work like this. 8 different questions, 8 different categories. You get all 8 questions. You get a bonus question. You get three repeats and a challenge throughout the entire match. So your first question is going to come in the category of scores and soundtracks.
Boo.
Name one of the 2 original songs Huey Lewis and the News performed for Back to the Future. Barr.
Yes.
Do you like Huey Lewis and the News?
They're okay, I guess. Why is there newspaper all over this floor?
Hey, whoa! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Back to the Future.
And Kaiser.
The Power of Love.
The Power of Love is correct. The one Dylan thing is Back in Time. That's the other one. Your next question.
All right, your next question is going to come in action adventure. What action franchise centers around the characters of Detective Inspector Jonathan Lee and Detective James Carter? Now, if you had your own detective name, what would it be? Not using your own.
Detective Michael Scarn. Threat level midnight. 5. 3,
Sometimes I should see these things coming.
1. Pens down. I don't think it was that obvious. Let's go to Kaiser.
This is just a guess, bad boys.
And Dylan.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour is correct. So we're tied up 1-1.
Racist Chinese people. Oh well. Okay.
Okay, so we'll get into your next question, which comes in the category of crime. Inside Man centers around a robbery of what kind of facility?
Spaceship.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
No, what? What did you? Okay.
No, it doesn't work. No, let's just
Okay.
move on.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that is Dylan's first repeat. Question category crime. Inside Man centers around a robbery of what kind of facility? Bart, if you could steal anything, what would you steal?
The Declaration of the United States.
4, 3, 2, 1. The Declaration of the United States? What? What's that?
Bank.
And Kaiser.
This movie is fucking terrible. A bank.
How dare you? How dare you?
Twice.
Great.
Oh.
Moving on to your next question. Don't be surprised if you find a dead horse head in your bed the next morning. The next category is going to come in musicals. In The Prom, who plays Tom, the principal?
How was your prom?
I only had one prom. I only ever went to prom once. It was okay.
I went to prom twice. First time was better than the second time.
Well, your first time is always the best.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
I don't know. Michael Shannon?
And Dylan.
I guessed one of my least favorite actors, James Corden.
That is incorrect. Looking for Keegan Michael Key.
James Corden is in it, so therefore,
Yep.
It'll be not great.
Your next question comes in the category of comedy. In Life of Brian, Brian is confused for whom?
I want to quote something so bad.
Well, you shouldn't.
Well, I'm not good at quotes anyway, so
Okay.
be completely fair.
5,
Probably would paraphrase the crap out of it.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
The Messiah?
And Kaiser.
I said Jesus Christ.
We will accept both Jesus Christ or the Messiah. As we get into your next question.
Which is going to come in directors. Who directed Arsenic and Old Lace? I did this play in college. We all thought that it was going to be bad, and then the audience loved it.
I tried to get this done in high school, and then somebody complained, so it didn't happen. 5, 4, 3, 2,
People.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
Movie is okay, Frank Capra.
It's great, Kaiser. Shut up, Dylan.
This movie's great. Frank Capra.
It is great. You're back on the good list, Dylan.
Yay!
I like it hot.
I didn't know I was
Kaiser's
ever
in
on
danger.
it.
Your penultimate question comes in the category of romance. In Casablanca, what is the first name of the piano player at Rick's? Yeah, so back to the Arsenic and Old Lace thing. So this one girl told the plot to her parents, and they thought it was about euthanasia, so that's why they didn't let us do it, because those parents were on the PTA. 5, 4,
I'm concerned about Iowa as a state.
2, 1. Pens down. That's fair. Let's go back on.
Peter.
And Kaiser.
Play it, Sam. Play as time goes by.
That is correct.
Haven't seen it yet.
And your final question, Dylan's on my bad side now, is going to come in movie release dates. What year saw the release of Being John Malkovich?
I don't think you get to say someone's on your bad side when they haven't seen a movie, when you literally have a running joke about the list of movies you haven't seen.
But are they... Yeah, no, that's fair.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Kaiser.
The year I was unleashed onto the world, 1999.
Ah, me too. Dylan.
1999.
1999 is correct. So I have Kaiser in the lead 6-5 as we get into round 2. Is that you have Bart? Okay, so we will get into round 2. Round 2 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin, they can keep it. If they don't, they can spin again, but then they're stuck with it. They're going to get 5 questions in whatever category they get. They get it right, 2 points, multiple choice, 1 point. Look out! Stealing is available. I'm Tim Brzakala.
Dumbass! You dumbass! You're a dumbass. Such a dumbass. You're an ass.
And I'm Nick.
Categories on our lovely wheel tonight are Kaiser's strengths of Oscars and Harry Potter, Dylan's strengths of Jim Jarmusch and David Cronenberg. We also have sci-fi, fantasy, romantic comedies, comic book movies, and The Slice. So, Kaiser, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Because I like Dylan because he's a fellow Ghibli stan, so I'm gonna defer.
Okay. We'll bring in Cody.
2 things. Kaiser, your taste in movies, shit. Dylan, good job scoring some points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you are no Tim Brzakala.
That's fair. So we will give your first spin,
Inside man and arsenical lace.
and you'll land on
Son of a
opponent's choice.
bitch.
Kaiser, what would you like to
Oscars.
give?
Oscars.
Oscars?
Yeah.
Okay. And I will give you your questions, Dylan, in the category of Oscars. Who was the first person to win Best Supporting Actress for a film that won Best Picture?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Teresa Wright, B. Spring Brighton, C. Hattie McDaniel, D. Faye Bainter.
A.
A is incorrect. Kaiser for the 1-point steal. Your options are A. Teresa Wright, B. Spring Brighton, C. Hattie McDaniel, D. Faye Bainter.
I'm guessing Hattie McDaniel.
That is correct for 1-point steal. Her Gone with the Wind. How many lead actress Oscars has Cate Blanchett been nominated for?
I'll go to multiple choice just to be sure on this.
Multiple choice options are A2, B3, C4, D5.
3.
3 is incorrect. Kaiser for the 1-point steal. Your options are A2, B3, C4, D5.
I only remember 4, so 4.
4 is correct for 1 point. Who won Best Director for films released in 1952?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. John Ford, B. Joseph L. Mankiewicz, C. Cecil B. DeMille, D. George Stevens.
Can I get a repeat of the options once, please?
A. John Ford, B. Joseph L. Mankiewicz, C. Cecil B. DeMille, D. George Stevens.
John Ford?
John Ford is correct for 1 point.
Should have gone for the 2, I guess.
Next question. Thelma and Louise won what Oscar?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. Best Actress, B. Best Supporting Actress, C. Best Original Screenplay, D. Best Editing.
Best supporting actress?
That is incorrect. Kaiser for the 1 point steal. Your options are A. Best Actress, B. Best Supporting Actress, C. Best Original Screenplay, D. Best Editing.
Best editing?
That is also incorrect. Looking for Best Original Screenplay.
1 over 2.
And your final question. What song won the Oscar for films released in 1995?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A. You've Got a Friend in Me, B. You Must Love Me, C. Colors of the Wind, D. Gangsta's Paradise.
Colors of the Wind.
Correct for 1 point. So I have Kaiser in the lead, 8 to Dylan, 7. Is that what you have, Bart?
That is what I have.
As we get into Kaiser's spin, Kaiser, your first spin is away, and it lands on a free respin because of Oscars.
Woo!
And your second spin is away, and it lands on Sci-Fi Fantasy. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Okay. Bar, would you like to give Kaiser his questions in the category of Oscars?
Yeah, sure, why
Sci-fi.
not? Sci-fi
Sci-fi.
fantasy.
Sci-Fi Fantasy, excuse me.
So your first question in the category of sci-fi fantasy is, What is the profession of Dax Shepard's character Frito in Idiocracy?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, doctor, B, lawyer, C, police officer, or D, senator.
Lawyer.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. What 2010s sci-fi film follows an alien woman who drives around seducing and killing men?
Just to be safe, I'll go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Under the Skin, B, Color Out of Space, C, Safety Not Guaranteed, or D, The Void.
Under the Skin.
And that is correct for 1 point.
Second for 2.
What type of creature is Mr. Tumnus in the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
He's a fawn.
That is correct for 2 points.
Love those movies.
Here it is. Your next question. Who directed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Joe Johnston.
Correct for 2 points. And your final question. Who stars as Joe Pendleton in Heaven Can Wait?
Warren Beatty.
For 2 more points.
Okay, so I have Kaiser in the lead, 16 to Dylan 7. Is that what you have, Bart?
That is what I have.
Okay, so we're going to go into round 3. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to get to pick what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Categories they will be able to pick from tonight are Oscars, John Carpenter, 90s, coming of age / teen, family, romantic comedies, 70s, and actors and actresses. We'll let them pick their categories right now, and we'll get back to you right now. Okay, our competitors have picked what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question. Dylan has picked his 1 in 90s, his 2 in actors and actresses, his 3 in coming of age / teen, and his 4 in John Carpenter, whereas Kaiser's picked his 1 in 70s, his 2 in Oscars, his 3 in family, and his 4 in actors and actresses. So, Dylan, you're behind, so we will start with you. Bar, you want to take his 1-pointer in 90s?
You're muted.
I can't hear you, Bar.
Now we can. Dylan, are you ready for your 1-point question in 90s?
Yep.
Great. In 1999's The Insider, centers... Sorry, I'll start that over. In 1999's The Insider centers around corruption in what industry?
The tobacco industry.
That is correct for 1 point. Your 2-point question in actors and actresses is, in Along Came Polly, who plays Ruben's friend, Sandy?
And I need to hit this one to stay alive, right?
Correct.
Okay.
4, 3.
Repeat the question.
In Along Came Polly, who plays Ruben's friend, Sandy?
And Dylan has 1 repeat left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The question.
All right. And this is your last repeat. In Along Came Polly, who plays Ruben's friend, Sandy?
I think I'm thinking of the wrong movie, but I'm just going to say Sally Field.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, is Kaiser. The correct answer is Philip Seymour Hoffman. So we will be going to post-match interviews. starting with our unfortunate second place finisher tonight, Dylan. Dylan, you got opponent choice, so no one can really blame you for that. How are you feeling?
I'm just going to lead with this. I'm just going to blanket this so everybody doesn't come at me. This is not an attack on the writers. I'm sorry that you don't remember the fucking gem of a long game poly. Not a lot of people do. Even Philip Seymour Hoffman needs a check every now and then, and he accepted it to work in this film. Listen, this game is what it is. Like, at the end of the day, 2 weeks, regardless if you have 2 weeks, you're not going to prep for Oscars enough to be strength level for Oscars ever, unless you've already become a strength. I know why Boatman likes it so much now. It's movie release dates mixed with Oscars, so like you need to know years, and then you also need to know who wins how many awards. That man needs to go outside. But overall,
That's fair.
Overall, Dylan, I'm not mad at this game. I think overall what you proved today is like your round one game improved from the last time you played. That was a struggle for you. You stayed in there. You fought. You didn't know a long game poly. Again, I've seen the movie, and I had to look it up. So at the fair end, you're fine. You get some time off. You get to come back. You have this is your first time in this league, so you've defeated You defeated a big name. You played against some hard players at this point. You're still getting your feet wet, but now I think you know what to focus on next season. So, Kaiser's a good player, but it fell all into Kaiser's hand for this. I mean, you guys were really close off round one, and Kaiser's a really strong player. So, besides having trash takes on movies, he's a good player. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say? Sorry.
No, not really. I think I'm good.
Philip Seymour Hoffman could have done better.
That's fair.
Oh, I think I had it mixed up with My Name is Doris. Is what the movie
You know
I was
what?
thinking of.
Who gives a shit? I'm telling you, it's the one where he jumps and sweats. It's disgusting. There's a ferret.
Okay.
It's terrible.
There's a ferret. We'll go over to Kaiser. Kaiser, probably a bigger fan of Along Came Polly. I
I've never
believe
seen
that
it.
is Kaiser's favorite movie. But Kaiser, how are you feeling overall?
You know, I feel bad for Dylan because Oscars is not a category you can study in just 2 weeks, and that's why I put it on there. So I feel bad for him, but relieved that I got him because I was actually very, very scared going up against Dylan because of his strengths, which are so unique and so hard to study for as well. So I'm just relieved.
That's fair. Thank you. Is there anyone you're hoping to play next season?
Not really. I
That's
mean,
fair.
just anyone, to be honest.
That's fair. Well, thank you, Kaiser. Bar, final thoughts on the match?
Yeah, unfortunately, just opponent's choice happens. Not always doesn't always work in your favor, but they played great. Both of them did well. Dylan did a good job strategizing his way through that category, and it just sometimes that's how the chips fall.
All right. Well, thank you to Kaiser. Thank you to Dylan. Thank you to Cody for managing. Thank you to Bar for hosting. I am Kaleb Boatman. This has been Multiplex Movie Warzone. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.